Hi, how are we? Welcome. I'm actually currently in Bali at the minute. But I have been thinking about this for a while. And I've been doing more on my TikTok recently. Just playing about with it. I think I've also been obsessed with YouTube for a very long time. For years and years. Like, there's people that I follow that I've been following for, like, honestly, probably like 17 years. Like, it's crazy. So it's always been like a thing I've been interested in and I'm fascinated by. I love watching it. Like, I'll just throw it on. Say if I'm like cooking or cleaning the house, like I'll just throw it on the TV and I'll be like, listening and watching it. And yeah, it's always been like a thing. I love watching people, what they do, what they get up to, everything. So I was just like, do you know what? Like, if no one watches it, it's fine. But I think, yeah, it's just been a thing that I've always been interested in. And I'm just like, do you know what? Maybe I will just try and do it. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. So I'll start off by, hi, my name's Jessica. I am 30 years old. I just turned 30 in February, the end of February. And I actually celebrated it in Nashville. It's been like a dream of mine to go to Nashville, Tennessee. And I had the most amazing time. My mom and sister came out, and my two best friends from Ireland, my two aunties that live in New York, flew over that I didn't even know. They came and surprised me, and it was just so amazing. I had, honestly, the most amazing time, most amazing birthday. I'll never forget it. I live in Perth. I've been living in Australia now for 6 years. I first came to Australia 2019, and I lived in Sydney for a year and a half, and then moved to Perth because I had to do my 6 months, so ended up going and getting into the mines, and I haven't left. I've been doing it for over 4 years now, and I really enjoy it. Now, I enjoy the money and I enjoy having the week off. Like, it's going to be so hard. Eventually, obviously, I want to get out of it, but it's going to be so hard to like have work a 9 to 5 and not have like just a week off. But I actually am like, I think the time's coming closer because my normal trade at home is hairdressing, and I love hairdressing. I love all thing like styling. I love hair extensions. I love colouring. And I've actually just started doing nails too. Well, I started it like maybe 2 years ago, and I just do my own now at the minute, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? I've always had it in the back of my head also that I would love one day to open a salon. So watch the space. Who knows? Potentially in Perth. Who knows? Which I would love. But yeah. So yeah, I think the idea of this vlog is, or this YouTube channel, whatever, is to just take you on my life and what I get up to. And I think FIFO also is like a massive thing people want to try and get into, and I feel like it's quite hard because I get a few messages like on my Instagram or on my TikTok, and it's so hard to like, I find it so hard to try and get people into the mines that have no experience and that are just coming over. Like, obviously I will help as much as I can, but it's hard to like try and like, because I have got people into like jobs that I like have worked in, or I have contacts, but they have been out here and they have been actually, you know, they have been on mine sites, and it's easier for that. And I know it is like probably people coming out are well, like, oh well, you know, how are we gonna get a chance? And it is hard. It's so hard. I feel like it's hard to get in, but when you're in, it's so easy to get a job. Like, I'm saying it's so easy to get a job, but you still need to like apply, and you still need to like put in the work and all that there. But like, I feel like once you're in, and how many times am I gonna say I feel like? Seriously, take a shot for every time I say I feel like. But I do feel like that once you are in, and anyone I feel like you ask or talk to, they also will say that once you're in, that's you in, because you have someone behind you, you have, you know, you have someone on your resume or your CV, whatever you call it, to go back to, you know. But yeah, so like I am happy enough to like have chats with people and like try and steer them in the right direction for FIFO, but it is so hard, especially when there's people coming out that are in like, you know, marketing, hairdressing, beauty. It is so hard. And I feel like I got so lucky. Now, to be fair, like my first job, I worked in a quarry in Kalgoorlie, like just outside of Kalgoorlie, and I was in a Moxie, and let me tell you, I was going in as if I have been, I think I actually had on my CV that I worked in like a quarry in Armagh. Your girl's never seen a quarry before in Armagh. Like, do we even have quarries in Armagh? I don't even know. But yeah, I worked, and the funniest thing about it actually was that one of the supervisors or superintendents or someone in the company actually was floating between the job sites, like the actual company's job sites. So obviously they have different jobs. So one of them was Irish, and I'm pretty sure was from Tyrone or somewhere close that he knew, like Armagh, which is where like I'm from. And like how he didn't clock, I don't know, I don't know, but he was so dead on, he was so lovely. But as soon as I got up there, they were like, yeah, so you have experience and blah blah blah. And like obviously I was like, oh yeah, I have experience. Yeah, I drove them the whole time. I've been driving them for, I can't even remember how long I said, but like so bad, like so bad. But do you know what, I'm grateful, I'm thankful that I started off in like a Moxie, because like I could drive a Moxie now with my eyes closed, no worries, like so easy. But I am grateful that I actually, like, that's where I started. Like I started there, and like as soon as I got into it, they were like, this Gesha has no idea, she has not a clue what she's doing. And I hadn't a clue. I actually hadn't a clue. And like obviously it's articulated, so I was like, where is this? And I think they actually did, the first day they did take me out and was like, do you know how to drive this? And I was like, no. And they were like, oh, we thought you were experienced. I was like, no, I had no clue. And they were like, oh, okay. So I actually thought I was going to get flown out of there, but they didn't. They were like, oh, okay, right. So they sat someone in with me and they trained me up, and I was there for like, I think it was 6 months. At the time, that was the only time that you could work for a company. I think it has changed now. I'm I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it has changed, or maybe it's changed for like certain nationalities, I'm not sure. But 6 months was all we could do anyway, so then went to another job, and I was there for 2.5 years, and they trained me up on the rigid trucks, the water cart, and ended up then on a 992 loader, and I was the ROM loader, and I loved it. And yeah, it's just been going on from there. But anyway, off the FIFO, but FIFO is good. It's hard to get into, but once you're in it, good to go. But yeah, so yeah, I just said I wanted to do it, as I said previously, that I love watching these types of videos. I love seeing what people get up to. Like, I don't think I'm going to be doing much of like my actual work life. Maybe maybe some clip-its, but I don't really, it's not really, they don't like you doing that. They don't like seeing people video work, which I can obviously understand. But it'll be more so probably like when I come home and, you know, what I get up to on the weeks off and stuff. I don't really do much, but, you know, someone might find it interesting, I don't know. But yeah, I want to show you the villa actually that I'm in right now. Sorry, it just got real dark because I had a ring light, because it is quite dark at the minute. But this is like wee kitchen area. It's quite small. It's hi. This is the outdoor. This is so cute actually. Like, how cute. But I feel like all the villas are like so cute like this. And then if we try not to fall into the pool, but this is also, I'll be in later. I'll be in that bath later. Sorry, it's not aesthetically pleasing, but that's where I'll be. But so cute. I have like 3 more days left, and then we're out of here, and then we go home to Perth. But yeah, as I said, we've been traveling for like, I actually reckon it's like near 2 months, which is sort of hectic. I've been having the best time. Spent an absolute fortune, but that's okay. It's obviously of course we were gonna do that, but yeah. So I think I'm just gonna chill for the evening. Simon is away out. He's away out for some food and from some steps. And then he'll probably get a massage. I swear to God, that fella likes his fucking feet. Shouldn't have cursed. That fella loves his feet rubbed. Especially, like, he wouldn't ask for it, like, at home or anything. But, like, here, he, like, obsessed. Gets it all the time. Like, I don't know. He's, like, crazy. Also, I don't know if you can see, but, like, is that just too much now? But, like, the freckles are like freckling. I was on the phone to my mum and sister today, and I was like, no, seriously, like, this is hectic. And they were like, yeah, but we would always do that, like, our freckles would always go crazy. But I'm like, no, this is really hectic. I don't know if I got like really too much sun, but it's what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and gonna have a wee chill one. I'm gonna read some Kindle, might even make a wee cup of tea and have a chill one and wait for Simon and Alan to come back. I think we only have like maybe I have one more outfit left. Girls, if you know, you know. I've probably 1 or 2 more outfits left, and that is it. And we haven't been drinking, and we're not gonna drink. I swear to God, that weekend was just way too much. It was just way too much, but we had the best time. But yeah, no more drinking. We're gonna have a chill one. We're gonna go to maybe 1 or 2 more like wee beach clubs just for like sunset sort of vibe dinner, and just for the vibe, you know. And then we'll be home in Perth. Also job hunting, because I was casual, and obviously people will know if you're casual, like obviously you can't have like 2 months off. So yeah, I'll be job hunting, so that's something I can bring you along with. But yeah, I'm very excited. I am very excited, and I hope whoever watches this thinks it was good and comes along and watches more. I am very excited. I feel like a lot has happened in the last couple of years, and I don't know, I feel like turning 30, I don't want to get this emotional and shit, but I feel like turning 30, I don't know, I feel like your thoughts on life change, I guess, and like things change, people change, and I don't know, I feel more. I also am really planning this year on really dialing in on myself, and I think I have a wee bit of healing to do in myself, and I really want to start therapy. And I know I feel like it's definitely more talked about now, like therapy and stuff, and I think it's amazing. And I honestly think everyone should have a therapist, whether or not, you know, you think you need it or you don't. I think it's just really good to have someone there that you can, you know, if you're having a tough day, you can just be like, can I book in, or can I schedule a phone call, or, you know, whatever. So yeah, I think, I don't know, turning 30, I was not dreading, but I was just very aware of turning 30, and people in different stages, different life, different stages, and I think I really freaked myself out. But also, I don't know, I've been thinking the last couple of days, like obviously people have their different paths, and you know, 30's like also, it's not old, but like 10 years ago me would have been like, oh my god, like 30's so old, like that's when you should have like all your shit together, that's when you should be married, have kids, have a house, blah blah blah. But it's like, maybe it's a generational thing, I don't know. I was even talking today to him at the gym, like, and it's so funny because you actually do see these things like come up on TikTok a lot, and it's so funny. But like today, this gym that we're at, like it's very much like, I wouldn't say it's an influencer gym, but they're like, it sort of would give you the vibe, but apparently there's another one that is very influencer, and we were like, no, we're not going there, we just want to work out. But this would also give you the vibe that it's like an influencer gym, but I actually don't mind it. But anyway, I like flat out see men like just in the mirror, like, you know, taking selfies, taking photos, and like I'm like, you know, get it, like if you can get it, get it. And if you're obviously like, you know, there is male influencers, there's male models, all that there, whatever, blah blah blah. But for like a split second, and I actually said it to Simon, I was like, for a split second I was like, oh, like, you know, like I was like thinking back to like my dad, that just like years ago, that is just not a thing. It's just not a thing. And it just like, I don't know, like, do you know what I mean? Like, get it, but also, yeah, that's what I keep seeing on TikTok, is like you know, you see men now in the mirror more than women. You know, years ago, like, men were going to war, you know, and I'm like, I get it. And like, obviously seeing it today, I was sort of like, for a split second, I was like, oh, you know, like, a bit like, could you, like, because I know my dad, and like, I'd say people like my age also, like, their dads, like, you would never call like a handyman to the house. Like, your dad would know how to fix everything. Like, my dad was a plumber, he was an electrician, he was a builder, like, everything. Do you know? But nowadays, sure you wouldn't. Sure you would. Stop. I can't even remember. I can't even remember what there's an app in Australia where you can get, like, if you put up what you need done, like, say if I needed like the grass cut, like, I'd put up an ad to get someone to do that, and then you would get all these people like messaging you saying, I could do it for this price, and I can do it here tomorrow, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, where is the days where like men can do every trades, everything? Like, do you know what I mean? Anyway, see, this is my problem. I've been talking for 23 minutes, 24 minutes basically, because I was wanting to do like TikToks, but my TikToks would be 20 hours. Like, no one would be wanting to listen to that. Like, I'd say people that have started listening to this is probably gone, because it's just too much, isn't it? But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now and have a wee bath. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and have a wee bath, and yeah, I think this will probably be the end. Okay.